Hi everyone, this is Kirei designing for Bramble Fox, and for my layout today I'm using the Fab Perspectives from the September Fox box along with the Pastel Hearts set. And you can see I've picked out the Awesome and the banners with friends and together on them. They are all from the September Fox box. And I'm starting my layout here by deciding on the papers that I'm going to mount my photo, and I'm using a square black and white photo for this one, and I've picked out the Cocoa Vanilla Studio These Days collection. Now I particularly picked it out because I thought the papers were perfect with that awesome title from the Fox box. It was just the perfect colour and went lovely with the collection. So that's really where it started from. So using that Cocoa Vanilla paper collection. Now I'm layering up my photo. I'm just adding some tissue paper and hadn't realised they weren't all joined together, so just making sure they were secure. I'm distressing the edges. It's something that I pretty much always do. I just like that sort of added definition and texture that it gives to the layers, particularly when on top of other pattern papers. So I'm just working out where I'm going to add the next layer, and this square photo I'm going to end up with quite a few layers, and you can see I've just pulled out a number of their journaling cards that come with the collection, and I've just picked out 4 of them there that I'm going to add to the back of the photo as well. So I'm just now going to sort of decide in which order they're going to layer. The journaling cards are perfect actually for this sort of thing. I do really like adding them to behind my photos, just adds some difference in regards to colour, but also just a difference in regards to texture and added definition. So they're all layered up now, and you can see I've added the Awesome title there. That is where it's going to go, and I'm just looking to add in a couple of strips down to the left of the photo there, just to draw the eye across. So I've pulled out that sort of cross-hatch sort of gingham multicolored strip, and then just a piece of the sort of painted stripes one, and just working out where that's going to go to. So I'm just going to cut those down a little bit and layer those together, as you can see there. Okay, and then I pull in the other 2 perspectives, the friends and the together, just sort of looking where they're going, and then I pull out those the Fab collection of Pastel Hearts and pull a number of those out, and I'm really just sort of getting a feel for where things are going to go. Right, I've moved on already, and I've now pulled out some of the floral ephemera and just starting to sort of place it around, creating my design, and just sort of looking at where things are going to go. So at this point in time, nothing's actually stuck down. So I now start to just fussy cut around the floral pieces, mainly because I don't like the wider white border that a lot of them have. So I'm just sort of trimming that down. And there we go. That's all done now. So you can see that's pretty much where I've got it. And I'm now going to start to stick it all down. So I've added just a little strip of that sort of crosshatch gingham up the top right there as well. And gluing down the flowers. I just use a white Nuvo glue there. And for some of the flowers, I've just added a little bit of foam, sticky backed foam, just to give them a little bit of lift against the other. So just clustering those 3 flowers together, and then adding the black and white leaf cluster there as well, and just figuring out where those other little pieces are going. There's a leaf in that, and then I'm actually now bringing in that together perspective from the September Fox box. I obviously moved on from having it below the photo, and I really liked the way that it looked over the top of the cluster because it's got that darker colour. It really draws the eye, and you'll see I use the Friends one down on the other cluster, so it really brings draws the eye down and towards the photo. Bringing out my trusty T-square just to make sure that it's straight. I'm very particular about that. So, and I just stuck that down with glossy accents just to make sure it sticks really, really well. So I'm just taking the other cluster up and I'm going to get those stuck down. So I'm just distressing the edges of these two strips here before I get those stuck down, but I do stick them down flat and then just sort of lift the edges with my actually with the edge of my nail, which is really bad. So just getting those put into position, and then I can get the photo laid down. And actually I counted up the number of layers I had on that photo, and I had 9 different pattern paper layers, including the tissue paper that I added as well. So quite a lot, but I really love the look that it gives. Okay, again, just measuring up, making sure it's straight. So, oh, there I go, lifting up the edges there again, just because I really don't like everything too flat. Right, arranging the floral cluster, and again getting that one stuck down. And that photo, I love it. It's only a recent photo actually, and it was a night out in London. Actually got to go out and it was with my team, and it was the first time we'd all been out together since before March last year. So it was a really, really lovely evening, just spending time catching up with all of them. We've all worked together for really quite a long time, so it was just really lovely seeing them in person, and so it was just spot on to go with the 2 sort of banner perspectives here, the Together and the Friends piece, and of course along with that awesome title, which I will add to actually. So I do add some additional alphas to that to make my final title. There I'm just sticking down the Friends banner there with the glossy accent, just holding it down to make sure it's in position and nice and secure, and just finishing with these last few pieces of ephemera. So we've got just some of the leaves and the little sort of buds there, just popping those all in. And now I'm going to get that awesome stuck down. I'm just on the end of it because it's going to be raised a bit. I'm just adding some sticky backed foam so that it just holds well, and then again adding the glossy accents to make sure that it sticks down nice and firmly. There we go. Now I do add some more embellishments, but I did faff around with the rest of the embellishments. Oh no, hold on a minute. I've forgotten. We're adding some more of those perspectives. So I'm just popping on that little fussy cut butterfly, and then these 3 heart designs from the Pastel Hearts collection, and they're super cute and they're just perfect for adding a little bit of extra to your layout. So I've moved on. As I said, I faffed around a bit with the rest of the embellishments, so I didn't make you watch me move them around a lot. And here we go. As I said, I added to the title, so I'm going to add An Awesome Evening, which perfectly described the night out that we had together in London. So I'm using the matching alpha, a little puffy alpha that goes with the Cocoa Vanilla Studio These Days collection, which was it's really pretty pastels and just were perfect against the awesome perspective there. So I'll add that, and then I'm going to add some journaling, but I will move that on because it takes me a while to decide what I'm going to write. And then I'm going to add just some white splatters and gold splatters, but unfortunately it does cut off. So sorry you missed that part of it, but I do add white splatters and gold splatters. So here we go, the final layout, and then we're going to see some close-ups of the lovely perspectives, the Together, the Awesome, and the Friends, along with the little hearts. So thank you very much for watching. That is Kirei designing for Bramble Fox. See you next time.